I'm Georgia, and the other day my mum and I were having a big clean out, and we were finding tubs and tubs of old things. And when I say old things, I mean my entire childhood. So many old memories were coming back to me when I was going through all these things. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna make a video out of this. If you were born in the late 90s or early 2000s, get ready to have some mad flashbacks because I found some old toys! Okay, I think I'm gonna start with something that I know that everyone had. And if you didn't have one of these, you wanted one of these. A Nintendo DS, baby! I'd say that this thing was popping off in like 2008 to 2011. Okay, moment of truth, I'm gonna see if it works. It works! Oh my gosh! I was not expecting it to work! Alright, where's the stylus? Very faded stylus. Looks like it's been sitting in the sun. Oh my gosh, where's PictoChat, bitch! PictoChat? This brings back so much. Chat room A, always. You know what I remember specifically? Colouring this whole thing in black and then using the eraser to write, hi. Who remembers sitting in the front room with your arms stretched out the window trying to get it to connect to your neighbours? I mean, either that or you were at a sleepover and you'd spend all night talking to each other on this thing even though you were laying right next to each other. Nintendogs! I remember everyone wanted this game. It was like if you had a Nintendo, you had to have this. It was an essential. There would always be that kid that bragged about unlocking the DS toy. You know, I'm kind of glad I never unlocked that level because if I did, I'd just have nothing to look forward to. I'd just be miserable. And also my mum and I found the little cases that you used to put the games in. Why is that sticky? Here we have brain training. I remember my mum buying me that thinking it would help me succeed in school. You know, if I'm lucky, it might even get me into the enrichment class. It didn't do that at all. I opened it once and never touched that bugger again. Oh my god. The last time I played this was 11 years ago. And it's not registering, there's a card in there. So, there goes that dream. This game was the cause of many meltdowns. This game just had it all. And I blame these two games for my late onset puberty. This game gave me false hope, and this game just made me cry because I got way too attached to the digital animals. That's illegal. This game just made me hungry. This game made me think that owning a carnival would be a good career choice. Then I remembered that having 3 teeth isn't quite ideal. Beanie Kid! These things were my pride and joy. I had a whole shelf of them. You know, I made a few shrines. And I remember there was a BK magazine, and I always wanted me and my collection to be featured on it. Because like every time I'd see a kid on the collector page, just sitting there with like 5 Beanie Kids, it would just trigger me. Because I'd be like, ah, bitch, I've got 500. Step aside. I deserve to be there. Still not over it. So these were the mini ones. Oh no, they had names, that's right. They had a little swing tag and they had names. And you couldn't pull the tags off. I was told that doing that would be nothing short of a cardinal sin. Oh, who remembers the baby bears? Oh my god, and it comes undone, look. Oh my god, that's the cutest thing. Oh. They smell like 2008. Am I gonna show the internet this? Yeah, I'll show the internet this. So, this was my favorite Beanie Kid because I played netball as a kid. And the Beanie Kid shop where I lived had a Beanie Kid parade one day where you dressed up as your favorite Beanie Kid. And I dressed up as her. And guess what? I freaking won. That's right, I won looking like this. Oh, you betcha that's going on the resume. 2008 Beanie Kid Parade winner. Scoobies! I think there was different names for these, but in Australia we called them Scoobies or Scooby-Doos. They're like little plastic strings. These things were the biggest craze at school before fidget spinners came along and rotted everyone's brains. So therapeutic and good for kids. I also found my collection. Now when you think of a Scooby, you usually think of this, right? 4 strands, you know, pretty simple. But wait, I was the Scooby master. I made things like this. I'm so proud of that. That took forever. These. I mean, what the hell? How did I do that? Like, I would have been 11 or 12 when I made that. Like, that's a freaking cube. I just don't know why they disappeared. Go-Go Pets or Zuzu Pets. So these were little toy guinea pigs that I loved. You could get little tracks for them and little carry bags and cute little, like, accessories. These things drove my parents up the wall. Which was also the reason that I got a real guinea pig in the end. Because real guinea pigs don't make annoying noises. It still works! Oh. That was exhilarating. Oh, hello. Oh my god, how fun. What happens if I put another one in there? Will they make baby Zuzu Pets? Now it won't shut up. Do they just turn off or... Shut up. Now this toy was a bit later in life for me. I was about 12 or 13 when I collected these. Stickaloolas! I almost had the entire collection. They were all different stickers that made like little puzzles on the back. It got really frustrating in the end because like I'd have one left and I'd buy a whole packet and I just couldn't find it. This was like the LOL dolls of 2012. Yeah, Barbie dolls were fun for about 5 minutes until the hair goes ratchet as. Bratz was the way to go. My mum had a very strong opinion about them and gave them away at a garage sale pretty quick. Yeah, look, I don't know what it was about Bratz dolls. dolls that boomers didn't like. Maybe it was the fact that it had a bit of confidence and lip filler.
I actually don't remember how I used to play with these things. I know what little boys did. Where's your boobs?
I found Disney on Ice straws. These straws were put in like a snow cone that you'd get at Disney on Ice. And the cup was also shaped like Nemo or something. Mighty Beans. Now, as far as I know, this was a boy's toy.
The girl that gave me these socks at one of my shows, I freaking love you.
This here is a Mighty Bean. This is a Mega Bean. I don't know what the hell that is. It's a square one.
I just remember the ad being so cool.
They made it look like this was like the Blades of Fury.
And this here was like the Tunnel of Confusion.
They just made this thing look sick. You put these in here. And you were supposed to race with a friend to see whose Mighty Bean could get to the end first. So let me demonstrate. Hours of fun. This was hours of fun. I had a Baby Born and then I had a Baby Born Mini. Like, I swear every toy company did that and still does that. Like, it makes me wonder how that decision was made. What if we make the Baby Borns how we usually do, but we just make them a bit smaller? Genius. Stephen, genius. And then this became the favorite and I liked the mini ones better than the actual doll. I even had a little pram for it and everything. Look, I had a potty. That's disgusting. I had a little cupboard to put the clothes in. And I even found this, which is an unopened Baby Born clothes pack. So that one's going on eBay too, right? Not really. I'm just gonna keep it in the cupboard and hope it ages well. Like wine. Polly Pockets! This was my childhood! Although I never quite understood why they were called Polly Pockets, because I did try to fit them in my pocket quite a few times on the morning before church, you know, so I could just get her out during communion and have a little play. But these would never fit in my pocket, especially when I was a kid and I was wearing kids' clothing. Now I can't actually find Polly, poor doll. She's probably sitting in the bottom of a box in the garage somewhere, like next to a rat trap and a mouldy chapstick. Oh! Ellie fun! Now, I would have played this game when I was about 5 or 6. Okay, so I've got it set up. It should work. The aim is to catch the butterflies that come out of the trunk. Is it working? Oh my gosh! Oh, it's working, it's working! Ooh, I've got 3 so far. This is so cute! I think the one with the most butterflies at the end wins, so I won. Now, I might be a little bit embarrassed to show you this one, guys. It's a little bit personal, a little bit private. This was my old diary. Ready for this?
Welcome back.
I'm gonna estimate that I would have written these notes in about 2010. 10 whole years ago. My God, I'm old. This was an invisible diary. You had a light here.
Oh, it still works? What the heck?
No way.
Spill the tea. All right, so instantly I can see a I love Jeremy. Oh my God, stop. Now, Jeremy was my year 5 boyfriend. I still remember him. Jeremy, if you're watching this, still got a place in my heart, babe. Some girlfriend I was, couldn't even spell his name right. Jeremy. Must have just thought, you know what? I'll add another syllable for shits and gigs. Me plus Casey equals BFFLs. Ooh. Dad won't let me have Sarah over, even though Lily has a friend over. So unfair.
I was just reading through them. Mostly they're just about my pets dying. And then on this page...
Oh my God, naughty.
I remember writing a lot of secrets in this book thinking that no one would find it and no one would be able to know how to read it. But like if someone found this, they'd open it, immediately see this little thing and just think like, oh, what does that do? I totally forgot to show this on camera earlier, but this is called a robo-dog, I believe. She's a bit beaten up. She's got one ear. It's a bit morbid, isn't it? Just looks like a bone sticking out of her head. You wouldn't believe me, but I managed to actually find the other ear. So I'm just gonna perform a surgical reattachment. How'd you lose it, doll? In prison? Good as new, look at that. So this is, where's the batteries go? In her ass? No? Oh, get out of there. Yeah. That doesn't look good. Got some AA batteries here, which I was very surprised to find. Usually when you need AA batteries, you can only find AAA, triple B, bloody double Z. Oh, damn, it doesn't work. She's gone. It's just no life for a dog. Poor thing hasn't been turned on in 12 years. Actually, that's a lot like most dogs. After its owner chops off its balls. Hello! This was the weirdest toy. It was like a high version of Lego, but for girls. Let's play with it. We're gonna make a freaking mansion. So you had these little clippy things here. And these things connected everything. So far, so good. Stop it. Stop it. There's a chair. I remember making that. This is sick. With the staircase. Oh my. Oh. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. I'm quite upset with today's society. 11-year-olds these days are just into TikTok and nothing else. It's like, this is what I did when I was 11. Like, what happened to this? Like, you all be like, play with the toy, goddammit. Like, this is so much fun, and I'm 20. Do me a favor and save your species. You're all are very creative little kumquats, and I know
So I'm
it.
just going to give you a little tour of my house. As you first enter the house, we have a little staircase here up to a little walk-in balcony. Here we have a little indoor-outdoor area, complete with 2 lounge chairs and laquifa in the background. And then in here we have
The bedroom with no bed
under the
yet.
staircase here we have another little tunnel.
First thing you get when you move in is usually a succulent. Pixel Chicks. This could give you so much more than an iPhone could ever offer, I'm just saying. It provided fun and a sassy bitch. Unfortunately, due to the batteries spewing everywhere, it doesn't work, but my mum dug deep into the cupboard and she found this! This was the full-on apartment building. This was my pride and joy. Please work. You would do this, and when you put the screen on a certain room, that room would light up.
So that's her bedroom. And I've got a little controller. She's got a pet fish. Oh, better go to the living room. Oh my god, I remember her. She was so annoying. Bedtime, she said.
Look, she's asleep on her bed.
Oh my gosh, that's right. They had dreams.
So a lot of these buttons don't work anymore, which is really upsetting because I actually would have sat here and played with it for about half an hour. And under here, you had all the roommates and you collected them. And when you got a new one, you'd put it in here and it would register that there's a new Pixel Chicks on the block. I never got the last 2, spewing. Like, this is better than an iPad any day, you ask me. They're literally Pixel Chicks and they interact with the actual, like, plastic furniture. It's so cool. You could plug the car in and then you get someone to go for a drive, get some groceries, bring them back. I'm not kidding. And I remember if you used to feed your Pixel Chicks too much, they'd get fat. And then you'd have to make them work out to lose weight, which I guess is teaching kids life skills, and that wouldn't be allowed anymore. I remember when she'd walk out of the house, I used to like tilt it like this to try to like work out like, where'd you go, bitch? Like, cause I thought that you might be able to see it, like open the door and walk out. Now, if you recognized any of these toys and you enjoyed this video, it'd be really great if you could share it. And while you're here, why not check out another one of my videos? It really does help out my channel. And I'll see you next Saturday. See you later, Potato. Baby.
Oh no.
Do you remember Picto Chat?
I used to colour in the whole
Color the whole thing and then use the eraser to write hi.